Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PXU. Today we have a special guest, Paul Johnson. Paul Johnson is an amateur astronomer who goes out every day in his life, takes pictures of the sun and moon, and finds objects around there. He's going to be sharing with us his objects that he's been capturing. And then from there, without further ado, here's Paul Johnson. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Hey, brother, so let me ask you a question. If anybody were to go to your YouTube site and page, what would they be finding?
Be in Google Plus or Google Photos or Google Photos, and objects that are either near the sun, objects near the moon, or objects that are randomly at other areas of the sky. What I've been picking up is a planet with moons. I've been picking up a green and blue planet that's in front of the big red object behind the sun. I also been picking up a big object that Sternberg just called the huge sponge because she thinks it looks like a sponge. I said that it was a very big sponge. I don't know how many Jupiter size it is, but we're talking huge like that. I believe that these objects are the ones that were eclipsing the sun, not the moon. The moon goes east to west. The eclipse was east. Go figure. And they're flatlanders. The Earth is round. I just had to put that in. And on top of that, ice and clouds. I'm sorry. I mean, Samuel Hoffman, God bless him, but he's steering people the wrong. It's objects that we're looking for, not clouds. They can affect our atmosphere, the objects, but it is objects that we're looking for, not clouds. I just wanted to put that in.
I have to agree with you on that. The only reason why I'm agreeing with you on that because everyone keeps telling me that the objects are right here, right above us. That we could just look up at the sky and they're right there, right up, or that all these planets take up the whole, whole space right there in front of us. I mean, on top of us. Well, basically, what my question to that is, why is it that we see planes travel in there, the ones that are doing the chemtrailing, they're traveling in the middle of these so-called planets or cloud planets, and none of these planes are falling down. No one's getting sucked up like they state in the Corbin Bibles. Everyone's going to fly. Everyone's going to start swimming. I don't see anybody getting sucked up. I don't see anything happening. I see earthquakes going on, yes, volcanoes activity, everything jumping, but if these planets were here like they said they would, we would be feeling the actual effect right now. I think Earth would be in a position where everybody will know something is really going on. Right now, we're not in that position.
Correct.
So,
but they are here. New breeze coming. The solar system's coming. Don't even believe what I'm talking about on the planet. That's all good. I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. I'm just sharing that we got, and it's up to you guys to decide yay or nay, whatever. But I'm going to give you a fair warning, everyone. You will be surprised. Maybe I told you so. Because simply that's it. It's when they're here. They're here. So. I mean, the objects are here. People are trying to hide them or in disbelief or try to say that fucking crap or I don't want to hear about the planets. But that's all good. I'm not here. I'm like religion. You don't push it on someone. You just have faith in your own heart. You don't go and push it on other people. It's like cloud chasers. I'm not going to go and push object chasing. Because everyone has a right to their belief. That's a free country. But in the same process, they're being steered wrong.
Yeah.
Steered wrong because the actual objects is what we're looking for, not the clouds. I just a frustration over that. It can't be clouds. It can't be clouds. Planets are not made of clouds. They're made of objects. They're made of whatever they're made of. They're not made of clouds. I can see bunny rabbits inside the clouds. I can see. Use your imagination when you're a child. Type things in the clouds. Clouds are deceptive. Especially with chemtrails.
Well, have you noticed the way these chemtrails, when they start doing them, some of them form like balls, and then they do some type of circle traveling around these balls, and then all of a sudden you can see that like it just expands and it looks like a big old claw, and then someone started telling me, "Oh, that's Nibiru." I'm like, looking, how's that Nibiru? I thought Nibiru was red, not blue.
I think that what you're on about chasing shadows in the sky.
No, chasing shadows in the sky.
That's a different story than cloud chasing. Shadow chase does make sense.
Shadows,
Go ahead.
I mean? Yeah, like I said, you're gonna chase objects like shadows and everything, and that makes more sense because how can you get a shadow behind a cloud? If there's not an actual object or something right there to give that shadow. So basically, that's what I'm looking for, more like shadows in the sky, shadows in the clouds, or some type of celestial body that we're gonna see coming out, out of the atmosphere. We're gonna see it poking out. We're gonna see its its shape of the spear. Coming out. That's the main thing I'm looking for. I'm not trying to find no clouds. I understand some of these are gonna come in forms of clouds. That's what I've been seeing. A lot of people are telling me. I've been seeing that once in a while. Like we see objects kind of look like clouds, but I really don't think that these objects are actually objects. I think they have to do with some type of I really think that these objects are in the clouds. You really want me to go? I'm going to go out there. But I really think that these are mainly more cloaked spaceships. That's my.
I think the only case is the ones that come out of a peace pipe.
Okay.
It was a side joke.
Let me see if I can share my screen here, and let's see if we could figure out what is it that what you're talking about. What we're seeing here. Let me share my screen real quick.
Okay.
It's going to be entire screen. Yes. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
I see you.
You can't see my screen at all?
I see. Yeah.
You see yourself?
I see your screen. I see me.
Okay,
I see
you
me.
see the photographs now that you uploaded here on Hangout?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's going to be the first one right here that we're going to view. More or less right here. You know what? I think you could share screen yourself too on the top. It'd be better if you share your screen and you go talk about more or less what you could point out what it is that you're finding.
My phone. For some reason, my laptop powdered out on me. So rather have you do your thing on your computer.
I think next time when we do this, we might have to record an MP3 and just do what we call splicing. You splice it.
Okay.
You splice in all the videos or whatever we're talking about, because right here, I think it has to do with my internet connection over here too.
How do we put two splice?
Yeah, that's the reason why I really don't.
I've got over 200,000 photographs since June last year, and before I learned how to do the zoom thing on my phone, I was capturing the same object with the barrel showing, but I still captured the same object. And then when I learned more about how to take photography with the zoom, the same object, just a little bit bigger, and without the barrel of the telescope.
Okay, on this picture right here,
cameras.
The picture right here that we're seeing.
You see a trail behind that? Those objects.
Yeah, right here. You're talking about right here. Is this the trail you're talking about? All this right here.
I believe it's like a comet experience.
Wow. And what's all this right here by the sun? This is the sun, right?
Okay, the comet. The comet.
Right
See
here?
their tail? See their tail?
Oh, okay, I get what you're trying to say. I see.
Tail.
Yeah.
Tail.
And wouldn't this be like a comet too right here? Look at the tail right here. That. Look at that. Kind of looks like a debris tail. Debris, something flying in through space.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think that's asteroids.
You know what?
Other solar system brought in from the Oort cloud.
What solar system? I believe we have more than one coming in.
I believe we have maybe three solar systems coming in.
I believe that too. Because if you're gonna go by Ferrata,
I believe.
Because if you're gonna go by Ferrata,
we have the Planet X, Planet 9, whatever system, and we have another system too as well. And we have a whole crap load full of brown dwarf stars.
You're talking about exoplanets. Exoplanets that have not been they have not been discovered. I mean, have you noticed that now NASA and them are actually announcing all these exoplanets now? You know, we have so much brown dwarfs here, we have brown dwarfs there. I mean, it seems like our whole solar system is filled with brown dwarfs.
Yes, stellar objects. Yes. Or stellar cores, or whatever they call them. There is a difference between a brown dwarf and a brown dwarf star. The brown dwarf is not energized by the sun. But the brown dwarf stars are. Yes. They're energized by the protons of the sun. Light. And then they give off helium-3 and helium-4.
And that helium-3 and 4 is very deadly.
Yes. Both helium-3 and 4 are industrial type materials.
Okay, and this photograph, what is it that we're looking at right here?
We're looking at the Fresnel lens. There's the center of the Fresnel lens, and it's beat up.
Oh man, it looks like it's been through some war. It's been through some war.
Made by and McDonnell Douglas and a bunch of other companies. I believe there's several of them up there because they would go around the orbit of our Earth, around the sun, and they are meant to hide the spin the light like a lighthouse. But spin the light, and warp the images. Of the Fresnel lenses to hide the objects coming in, using a combination of the simulators, which obfuscate the light source, different wavelengths of light. Isn't it about? They're using light to hide the system.
Oh, they've been using the light. They've been using the light. They use Fresnel lens. They use lens arrays. They use cloaking device. They use the prism. I believe they're actually using mirror technology too.
Gene, I know where our budget for NASA goes to.
Do you actually believe? Do you actually?
All right.
Do you actually believe what they're calling when NASA calls their sun? I mean, their sun simulator. They call it NASA Star.
Joy.
It's a freaking NASA to me stands for not even never a straight answer. It's always not a straight answer all the time. You mean it's never a straight answer? I mean, every time you ask them, it's not a straight answer.
Speaking not of a straight answer, where do you think the Mars One people are going to go? There's 100. There's 3 ships. There's 3 ships. 100 people in each ship. They're gonna go. I don't think they're going to Mars.
No, they are going to Mars. But I hate to tell you this. I believe Mars already has been colonized a long time ago. It's been colonized, I think, in the 19 I believe in the 1980s. They sent people. I think 89 or 90. They sent people already up there. They send them the rover. All this stuff that they're showing us on the ground, saying, "Oh, this is Mars. This is a rover," and all. I don't believe that's Mars at all. I believe that's here on Earth. They're actually showing us some type of place right there somewhere on Earth. And my beliefs have to be in Hawaii. But they're filming everything in Hawaii, making it seem like it's Mars. Well, I believe there's people already in the Mars because a lot of people are saying that they're seeing an atmosphere around Mars and they're seeing like some type of liquid water and like trees or some type of forest.
I think the water is under the ground. That the cold from Mars makes it turn into ice near the ground. It as a plug to stop the water from coming out. Because I think it's cold.
What, Mars? And do you think people could actually live on Mars? Is that the reason why they came out with the sun simulator? I mean, like a simulator to blaze hot. I think. Do you think they're testing the simulator on us to see if it worked? If it works like on us to give us heat and all light? You think they're going to use that on Mars for them to give us some type of light out there? Some type of to make it look like we have light on Mars?
That I catch all the time. I've caught that since June last year.
What is this object right here?
That's the planet with Mars.
Planet?
There's craters in that.
Craters, yeah.
Lower right. By that big bright object.
I'm going to go back up right now. I'm just checking everything now right here. Okay, I see. Oh, you see me right here?
There's a crater right there by your cursor. Yep.
And one right here. Then one right here. Oh shoot, it has a lot of craters. I wonder if these are actually what does NASA consider these? What they're trying to say? They're trying to have everybody live underground and the moon under some type of what is it? Lava tube or something like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. They were trying to find places underground so to block the cosmic radiation and any other debris, and any other meteors and all that.
No, they found places underground.
Don't they have moon?
I really don't.
That's not our moon. That is not our moon. Buddy, have you ever seen a moon with objects around it?
Only
Mars right that close.
Only when there's asteroids.
And I believe there's a neutron. Somewhere in that area. I've seen it. It's smooth. It's smooth.
It's so I don't know. What's this right here? What do you think this is right here? That's what I was getting at right now when I was trying to go down. Do you think this has to do something?
Good question.
Do you think this has something to do with the Fresnel lens? The lens arrays? Because this right here, all this other stuff right here, like right here, this looks like the lens arrays of what we're capturing on the ground when we're actually looking at the stuff and we're seeing it. This one right here looks like the lens array too. So it's this one right here.
I'm thinking basically orbs that was refracted from other images. The Fresnel lens spins it out. $3 clip on to my cell phone. 65 power. 60 times 4 and the zoom. Be like 300 and something power. And it gets around that Fresnel lens. I can see it. It's low. You call it low technology. Low technology works because it doesn't have the high tech that get obfuscated by from the Fresnel lens and the flight simulator and all that. Tech that the objects.
You see that right there?
Yep.
This reminds me of something that I have. Let me see right now. Let me see if I can share this with you real quick. Where is it? I think it's in the OSIN WSO folder. I'll show you right now. Let me see. Is it sun, space, moon? I think it's
land features. Land features. I don't. I got it in my Google photo. My Google archives. But I didn't share them on this particular show. But I will. In future ones. Black and white, and they look like tiger spots. And pictures of caverns and cracks, caverns or cracks in the.
And where's this at? This is on your Google Photos, right?
Let's go find out.
Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking to you about real quick before we go anywhere. You see that object right here? Can you make that object out right there?
Now that's not my picture. But weird how the sun reflection is on the opposite side. Moon would be. So there's two light sources.
Well, actually, the moon produces its own light. I think the moon is actually producing its own light because all the radiation and everything, that's all gamma rays, all that bouncing off of the sun to do the moon to do its own light source. But this right here is what's getting me, because where is this light coming from? It has to be coming from on top for it to be bouncing off on it.
Yes.
So
I'm thinking it's coming from Nemesis. Nemesis southwest location near the horizon. Sometimes I catch it near the sun.
Have you seen these two before we go on to yours? Have you seen these right here?
I love to see it. Oh, Niles radars.
Yeah, it is.
Doing something like that.
Wow. That one right there. Look at that. The green planet's right there. That's
Is that the moon? Is that the moon?
That's supposed to be the moon right there.
Does that thing's green near the moon? Near the moon.
Can you tell? The hexagon, actually, it's supposed to be, like, you can see it's starting to form its hexagon shape right here. You got the little line slanting down. I've been trying to tell
simulator.
Yeah, simulator. There's a simulator. No one wants to believe us, but now there's...
I believe it.
Before, look, this is the one that I love the most because it's, okay, this is alive. This was on live, look at. Let me see if I can get there. I just hate messing around with this paint.
Shows it in the water.
It's live. Look at, see, we're watching this live while it was on TV, and look at, and it has two objects on the side. It has one object in here and one. Look at that.
Yeah.
This was live on live action webcam.
I can water. Right there.
This is an actual moon simulator. As you can tell, look at the ray in the back, like we get in around the sun when we see it. And then you can see the rose petal effect. Yes. You can see it again. Then again.
The rose petal effect, reflected or refracted image of the big red object that's behind the sun.
Hexagon shape.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's what I'm saying. It's there's a lot of weird things going out there, brother.
To being a real object.
Yeah.
For all you people there that think one of my pictures, or anybody else's pictures, all lens flare, droplets on the camera. All I got to say is, take some pictures your own self. Get a mini telescope. Only $3. eBay, free shipping. The better. Everything in a telescope is upside down. Remember that when you focus.
I remember. It seems like we're having a difficulty because every time you talk, you're kind of lagging. You can see yourself moving, but your words don't come out until later. It's too much people using YouTube right now. Yeah, that's what happens. You remember, YouTube, everybody who's using Google Hangouts right now and all that. There's a lot of it's called bandwidth, man. You got to realize there's a lot of people going. On YouTube. That's why when people go live and all, you see them go live during the middle of the day or early in the morning, it's because of all the bandwidth. If you have somebody, if you're going to go live, like if I were to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, that'll be 7 o'clock your time, and we were to go live in the morning, we won't have no interruptions and all because there won't be hardly anybody up streaming. But as soon as you get to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock point in the morning, that's when you start seeing everything start messing up on you. Like, why is it happening? And you start realizing else because you see all these people uploading videos, going to videos, getting on Hangouts and all that. It's all kinds of drama going on. But hey,
eats up the bandwidth. When I talk to you on Messenger, and it cuts out, two things, like you said, the bandwidth, solar flares, interrupting the satellites.
I'm thinking too. It has to do a lot with solar flares, the CMEs and all. Did we have a CME this week?
Go to that one with the green and blue planet.
Okay, where's it at? You have to tell me where.
That's a video. Nemesis and there you go. Down.
This one there?
The video. There you go. Now, folks, that's the sun and the green planet. Red object. When I angle the camera, I'm able to green planet itself. But actually, it's orbiting. Behind the sun. I believe this is Harrington. Comet. Right near it. One. There's the sun, folks. Now remember, everything's upside down, so turn your phone upside down when you see it to get the correct location.
Okay,
I see. Looks like a spacecraft. That's not a spacecraft. That's a comet.
Right, I can see that right there.
And blue.
And the sun's right here.
I catch that all the time.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm thinking of, what has to do with all. Look, there's that object I showed you a little while ago. It's right here, hiding in the background. But you have all these little lenses around there. And I have photographs of lenses people took off to the beach where it shows like 6 lenses.
The thing that you see near the. So we don't know. Our way correctly. Unless we have higher tech equipment. This is what we do. I share with my pictures with observatories. Big telescopes. Like Scrap Observatory, HP Observatory, the one in Chile. Share it and then give the location, so to speak, where I'm pointing, so they can point their big telescopes towards the area. Respond and corroborate. To share the high tech, the information.
Is that what you do? You share with them, and what did it, and when you get a response back from them, what is it? What type of response do you get back from them?
Thank you. We will be looking into this. Sorry, we couldn't get back to you right now.
Can't get back to you right away. I mean, you send your time. You sit there and do your.
Most of not. That's okay. At least I sent it to them.
And this is a video you said you took?
Below the video below that picture with the green and blue. Share that if you could.
I'm doing that.
And then our sun.
I'm uploading.
And it was below. Above the sun. It's actually below the sun.
You ready?
Yep. That's it.
This is the object.
The weird thing in the center.
Yeah.
This is taken towards sunset.
Yes, it was a malfunction right here on my on my on my freaking mixer. All of a sudden, my mixer just shut down.
There's Nemesis. There's Nemesis. Son.
This right here.
That's our second son. I believe. Magnetic waves. Blue, turquoise, black. They go through it. All around it. It moves around.
I got another theory on that.
I believe that's the magnetic.
I got another theory on that.
I'm all ears because I'm not a professional.
Neither am I, brother. But we've been studying. Hey, you know what? As long as I've known you, we've been studying this together. So it doesn't matter you're professional or not, brother. Let me tell you one thing right now.
The only difference between amateur and professional, amateur cares about what they're doing. They don't get paid. They're not. Anadex News. They don't get paid for what they're doing. A professional is someone who gets paid for what they're doing. Would rather be an amateur all my life.
I would rather be an amateur the way I am now. Okay, no, but I thought you were gonna say earlier. I thought you were gonna say earlier what separates the amateur and professional is a piece of paper, certificate. I was about to say, yeah, it doesn't matter how long you've been studying, because back in the old days when people were actually studying the sky, like way back in the ancient times when the Chinese, the Chinese, Eastern, Western civilization, when they were observing this, they didn't have no one went to school to become a professional. I mean, no one went to school.
No.
What they did was study. When you study, I think you had to back then. You had to study within a year of what you were studying, and you were considered a professional. So if you study this more than over a year, brother, you're considered a professional. Nemesis, Nibiru, Planet X, Wormwood, Herculobus, whatever you want to call this, object. You're considered a professional expert, regardless of how you want to say.
Well, what's your theory?
My theory on this is.
What's your theory on this?
It's not Nemesis, brother. Not for me. It's not Nemesis. I believe this has to be Morbius. If you don't know what Morbius is, I could tell you Morbius. There's five other planets that no one is talking about. They're in our solar system. They're part of the Aries, which you want to call the Aries family. You have Morbius, Maldic, Phemon, Sedna, and you have Koyar. Those are five objects that no one's talking about. And if you take a look at Morbius, and take a look at this one, when you actually take a look at the one that Sharon Harbach has caught, the one with that looks like a rainbow around it, brother, dead on. When I saw,
so we're corroborating that object.
I think we're corroborating on Morbius more than that. A lot of people are going to trip out like, what's Morbius? If I show them a photograph of what I'm working on, it's going to confuse everybody. That's the reason why I don't bring up everything like the way I'm doing my study. Because I have to get at you one-on-one about this to bring it up to show you what it is so you could be on there. Or maybe I should make myself another video, explaining, my study and what I do. How I'm studying this, because there's more objects. Remember, it's coming with 13 moons. If you were to think about it this way, if you were to add the ones that I just mentioned to you right now with the ones that are coming in, that automatically makes 13. Plus, you got to count Herculobus, Nemesis, Nibiru as the sun. So remember, it's coming in with 13 moons of its own, and these moons have their own moons, which is crazy.
So the moon is not really a moon. The moon is not really a moon in their system.
Okay. These are actually, you have to consider these actually exoplanets because they're bigger than they're way bigger than our Earth. The ones that are coming in, so they're exoplanets. They have to be some type of what we consider trans-Neptunian objects.
Correct.
So that's what we have to consider these because they're in the orbit. The orbit of Neptune. That's why the only reason why they call them trans-Neptunian or whatever.
Because they orbit. Yeah. Because they orbit across the orbits of other objects.
What they like, basically, what these are, they're bigger than Earth, and some of them are bigger than our moon and Earth. So you have to consider these actually being objects, planets, even though they're rocky. Remember, Mars is considered a rock, a brown, or like just a rock. So is Venus. So is Mercury. They're considered planets. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're moons or not. They're considered planets. Because I heard that Mercury was actually a moon of Venus, but then it got pulled out to the the gravitational pull of the sun, and it just got locked right there where it's at. Go figure.
Okay.
Go figure. There's a lot of things.
Venus actually.
Well, it's a comet planet. Okay. If you want to talk about the theory of Venus, let's see how I'll tell you how the theory of Venus came about. Velikovsky said that Saturn was bigger than Jupiter at one time. So what happened? Saturn and Jupiter got close to each other. Don't know how that happened, but they got close where their gases made something bigger than an atom, neutron, a hydrogen bomb. Way bigger than a bigger explosion. Right when they interacted, a fusion just went off. Saturn blew up. So did Jupiter, but Jupiter became bigger because it sucked up all the rest of Saturn's particles. That's the reason why you see it has different gases around it. Saturn shrunk to its size where it was, and when it blew up, all the what we considered Saturn's rings was actually moons and all that were part of Saturn. Earth was at one time Saturn's moon. Okay, that's what they had it. Velikovsky said as soon as Jupiter and Saturn collided, Jupiter gave birth to Venus, and this is how Venus became the comet planet where it became that. It came shooting out of Jupiter, and it just went straight across to our facing us. And this is what Velikovsky said in the beginning, what caused the Egyptians' time of demise, that it came by, it hit Mars, and moved Mars out of the way. 5 months later, or a couple years later, it came back, and Mars came back, and it did the second catastrophe of what we consider in our second lifetime. He said that first it was Venus, and then it was Mars. But if you go back and everything, you see that Mars didn't have no type of comet debris tail or anything for it to cause that, to cause all the meteors to fall down. So Velikovsky was right on his theory about, a comet planet coming by, destroying the Earth at one time in the beginning of the Egyptians, but it wasn't Venus.
Okay.
See, I follow Velikovsky, I follow Harrington, and I follow Parada. I mean, they're the only ones that I follow. I don't follow anybody else. I follow other people. Yes, I follow like Olsen, because he brings out good information. I follow,
Parada, correct. Yeah, Parada, correct.
Harrington to me is main. Okay, I consider Parada the godfather because he's the one that actually discovered it more, coming back with the position of where it was at. But I consider Harrington being more of the researcher because he went out there with the infrared and UV telescopes, and he was able to pick up the moons. In the beginning, you were only able to pick up 3 objects, like Parada did. But at the time, remember, we didn't have no infrared, no UV, and no IR, all that stuff, for us to go back. All what we had was negative, black and white, or color. So when Harrington did the infrared and all, when he discovered it, he discovered all the other planets around it. So this is how it became known as the other objects being there. And when Harrington gave that all to NASA and the military, it was never been seen again. It just disappeared.
I believe he was murdered.
He was murdered for him to opening in his mouth, letting the world know, because he was going to let the world know. He was going to make a public announcement that he discovered the planet. That he discovered the planet that was in the Bible. He was gonna say the wormwood that's in the Bible is coming back our way, but we don't know what day, time, but it's gonna be here. Certain, in the near future. He was gonna describe that. He was gonna tell everybody that. But I guess, like we said, the powers that shouldn't be just took over it and just said, nope, we can't have this happening. So they murdered him. They murdered every other astronomer that's been looking up Planet X. So weird, huh?
What? What? Here, go back to work. Go back to work. We want the economy normal. If people knew about these objects, and they would not concentrate so much of work.
I know. So much drama going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's all kinds.
Scroll down. Show some more. Oh, there. There's the moon. Yeah, there's that one right there. Yep, that one right there. Yep. Is the moon with planets? Look at the weird. During the day now. This is during the day. I see it at night too.
And the one we're gonna see right now is during the day or during night?
During the day. It looks like nighttime, but it's during the day.
That looks like it has two objects around it too already, like this one right here.
Yeah, even though it's actually below it.
Well, it has below it. You got to turn it upside down. Load up. Here we go.
Yeah.
And we got to turn it upside down, but that looks like there's two objects already right there, right by it.
Of it. That's the moon of it. I think there's other objects that are around it.
I have to blow this up on my.
This thing's been bombarded.
I have to blow this up on my freaking screen TV, and I'll be able to catch. Oh yeah, that looks like an object right here because it's casting a shadow. See right here?
Oh yeah, I see objects that cast shadows. Yep, there it is. That's one of the moons.
Wow.
I see craters.
What about these right here? These look like more like asteroids. That looks like more like an asteroid.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. I think the neutron star is near it. And it's catching, it's gravitating everything. What the neutron star is, the only one that's smooth. All the other objects got craters in it. This object sticks with it. It can only be 2 miles. What was it? 12 miles. 4 miles wide. Gravity. Let's say a teaspoon of a neutron star is equivalent to mountain range. Several billion tons. Billion tons. We're not sure. Heavy. It's all condensed neutrons.
Yes, it is.
What's left of supernova. Same with white dwarfs, brown dwarfs, blue dwarfs, all remnants of what happened. Supernova. They're what's left. The stellar core. I believe
we're just. I believe.
Stars.
Yeah, I believe
stars.
I believe that Planet X is mainly more of a proton star than anything else.
Proton stars are dangerous too.
Actually, it's either a proton or pulsar. I think it's either a pulsar. No, never mind. Let me rephrase that. I think it's either a pulsar star, or it's probably a magnetar star.
Magnetars are the most dangerous. In the whole solar system. They release gamma rays, X-rays, R-rays, Y-rays. For that. They have a heavy pull. 25 times our Earth.
What was it? How many times?
Or is it 20?
No,
I'm not certain.
No,
but
no,
it's
no,
certain.
no.
But
Okay. If we're gonna do, are we talking about pulsar or magnetar?
magnetars.
Oh, magnetar. Magnetar is way powerful than our sun. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one.
Yes.
Thing.
Okay.
I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
Okay. Magnetar.
Okay.
A magnetar does not need to be in our solar system. It doesn't even. All it needs to do is be near the sun. It could cause all the damage we're seeing to the sun, cause all the damage to every single planet in the solar system that we have, and could cause damage to us. It just needs to be where Mercury, even where Mercury is at, and it could pull, and it could still pull us. That's how strong magnetar star is. And a pulsar star.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, a pulsar star could come between. See, what everyone's don't understand is that if Nemesis is considered a pulsar star or a magnetar star, all it needs to do is be in the right there where Mercury, Venus is at, and it could still cause way damage to us. Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. They're just like, oh no. Nope. It's
I think they're terrifying. They're terrifying.
These things are.
Neutron stars are terrifying. Brown dwarfs are terrifying. Brown dwarf stars are terrifying. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith in God. The higher power. That's my thought. That's how I get through this. I'm not trying to put religion there. Higher power. Higher power. Saying, hey, you gotta have some faith. Because without hope. Well, we gotta have hope.
Yes, we do. That's all we have to do is have hope. Main thing right now is I'm mainly more concerned about for us to figure out
comet planets.
Yeah.
Comet planets.
No. What my thing is where I want to know is more or less where is this object going to be at when we're going to be positioned? Okay.
Yeah, orbit to the solar system.
If we're positioned into this angle where I think we're going to be like in a 45-degree angle, then we're screwed. We're really screwed if we're going to be in this 45-degree angle position. I think we're really, really, really screwed. I think we're going to be
it's going to from the inside out. From the inside out.
If it hits us in the 45-degree angle, the comet's going to be, if it's like a comet planet, it's going to be coming out from the 45-degree angle, and it's going to shoot out. But if we're right there right at the right time at the 45-degree angle, I hate to say this object, it could be either be a hit or miss. But regardless if it's a hit or miss, if it's a miss, it doesn't matter. It's still going to pull us because of the drag of his magnetic pull that it's going to have on us. But if it's a hit, we're done. We're going to be exactly what happened to Tiamat.
Yeah, this is a big rocky object. Obviously, it's craters. Those are the ones to worry about. The gas giants. Worry, but they don't have the magnetic. Like the rocky objects. They got magnetics. But
that is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy stuff, huh?
Yep. And remember that one object. This one that you're showing. This is the one object. This is the one explain to you that I see all the time. When I see it at night, I can see it at night. I can shine my camera near a light source, and I see the same. I want to keep this. I want to clean. I really want to keep. I'm not going to swear. I'm going to. Kids, all my pictures are free to everyone. Rest of my life and beyond. For educational purposes. are to be sold. Are to be sold. They are to be free. They are to be free. And I want to let that be known. They can let that be known. They can whatever the heck they want. Whatever the heck they want.
Okay.
We are sharing this freely. Sharing this because we want the word out. We want the word out. We don't want to go. We don't want to go and have people go and say. Oh, it's a lens flare. How can this be flare? How can this be a lens flare? It's an object. It's not a cloud. It's not a cloud. Objects in the sky. Objects in the sky that are near our sun. That are near our sun. We don't know where. We don't know where. In relation of the orbit. Mathematicians need to check. That's why we're sharing this. That's why we're sharing this information. Mathematicians to figure this out. It is. It is. So we know it's all. So we know it's all in the opposite direction than our solar.
Well, it's not actually. It's we're going to. It's coming towards us. How would you say? To me right now, the way I'm gonna describe it right now, it's gonna be
yes.
It's gonna be described exactly the way it's gonna be the way I'm seeing it coming. Two freight trains headed for one another.
That's
the way I see this right now. Two freight trains just headed one another.
I concur. I hate to say that, but it's like when you put a billiards are full. You got one object going the opposite of the other, the other one's just sitting there.
Just like what the
If it's an
just like what Velikowski said. What did he say? When worlds collide, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Don't necessarily mean that we are gonna get hit by automatically. That we are gonna be the ones to get hit, but if we're gonna have some type of object like that coming straight at us, oh yeah, I think we have to be we got to be in some type of preparation. I think that's the reason why the Pope is talking to the people up there in the ISS, because they want to know what's going on with this comet. Because this comet that's coming in, supposedly they say it's half a mile wide or half a mile comet. I really don't buy that, because if the Pope is on this and scared about this, and so is almost practically every other nation, that means there has to be some other truth to this that they're not telling us.
Personally, I think everybody needs to be clean, because people underground ain't gonna survive the earthquakes. They think they're gonna be safe in their bunkers. And the people on land, they're not gonna be years and everything else, and that's your heaven and hell. That's your heaven and hell. The plasma. So the only way to survive this is to Jesus Christ. I mean, physically be cross-examined and come back, and then fly. There's a team. He's going to believe us anyways. Otherwise, That's my thought. And that has nothing about do. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that. The issue is that the only way five is through God's grace. The old. It's like the Who. It's like the Who. The rock band, the Who. They have songs too.
The Who is a pretty good band back then. Still are.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff is just in music.
Yeah, brother. There's so much stuff going on right now. We don't even know what to do anymore, huh?
Long ago. Like geostorm. I believe that hurricanes are made. I
have the patent into that too. All this is man-made. They even
Yep, I sent that link to you.
To seeding clouds.
They use sound waves to create heavier hurricanes. That's that object. Sharon in her photograph too. Question on
Matter of fact, you know what?
On a same object. On a
You know what?
same
Hold
object.
on. I believe I have an object right now that I want to share with you too. Someone gave me this on a webcam.
Okay.
Someone gave me this on a webcam. I have, like I said, I get photographs, I get stuff, but I don't share them. Reason why I don't share them that way I do because I consider this being
up in the upper. See the features of it. See the features of it. You can see distinct features of this whatever object it is. Whatever object it is. If you zoom in on it, upper left, that big object, Take a look at that. If you zoom in on it, you'll see the craters and all that. You'll see the craters and all that stuff. Free stuff. It's our Earth. It's our Earth. When this stuff comes closer. It only took 6 mile object to hit the Earth. The dinosaurs. To extinct the dinosaurs. Doom and gloom. No, doom and gloom. I'm just saying this stuff's there and it's real. Stuff's there and it's real.
Really exists, brother.
Oh, I'm wondering if it was black energy or dark energy that killed them off. There's different hypotheses. Different hypotheses.
Look what I shared with you right now.
Okay.
Is that the object you're talking about that you've been capturing, you and Sharon Harbach?
Yeah. Even though, God bless her, she's a child. Cloud chaser, but she is also a good person. She is also a good person. I don't discriminate on anybody that's a cloud chaser. God bless her. God bless her. It's just that. There's two different fields. There's object chasers and there's cloud chasers.
Okay, I don't have fields. Okay, that's what the only thing I have against about cloud chasers and all like that and everything is that you got to realize this, guy. If you're a cloud chaser and I'm gonna be on you, you're gonna be on this subject and you're gonna want to tell me, oh well, that's a planet right there. Okay, how are you telling me it's a planet? Oh, can you see the base structure of the planet? Okay, number one, you're a cloud chaser. In your mind already, you formed this planet already. You formed it because you've seen these clouds. So, because you're telling me that that's a planet because you're a cloud chaser, you've been chasing clouds your whole life. You've been seeing clouds. You make objects up out of clouds, and you're gonna tell me that's a planet. Okay, how am I supposed to believe you? Not that I say I don't believe you, but how am I supposed to believe you if you've been a cloud chaser your whole life?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
Cloud chasers have different theories on than object chasers.
This was taken today. So it's Saturday, October 28th, right?
They have a relationship. They kind of sense is in relation to the day, time of day. I see a big red object next to the white object in the sky. That's far left. That's what I see.
I got a video right now that I got to upload in a while. I'm gonna make another video right now. I gotta do at least like 3 videos today. I gotta push 3 videos out. I got one right now that I want to do.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
No, we're still gonna continue this. I got another video that I got to do. Is it shows somebody going off from it shows you the east, right? And then he pans to the west. And when he pans to the west, you can see the sun dropping down. And then when he pans back to the east, you could actually see an object rise up just barely by the horizon, and it drops back down.
It's body elliptical. Nemesis body elliptical.
And a lot of people don't realize that that's exactly where we're going to see this object. We're going to see this object coming from the east, all the way from the east. Exactly right now, it's coming from the east. It's going down from the south, and then it goes to the west. Because when everybody who catches it at nighttime that I'm being seen, they're capturing right there at the northwest. You can't catch an object at the northwest. Are you still there, guy?
Early in the morning, I've caught an object that was in the northwest.
This is a red object in the sky. Yeah.
That's a crazy object. That's a crazy object.
That's a red object that's in the sky right now. That was captured in I believe in Arizona. I think it was in Yuma, I believe, or I want to say somewhere in the Phoenix area.
And you notice in the that object, I notice it's more defined. Gas cloud around that object. That's what I'm thinking. Red iron oxide.
Gas cloud's gonna be here. Actually, you know what? I'm thinking the stuff that we're seeing right now in the sky. To be honest, like the ones that are getting that more close, like far out ways to the sun, that could probably be the comets. Either not the comets, or it could probably be the asteroids, and not the asteroids. That has to be something. I don't know. To me, when you see them from far away, they don't look like planets. But when people take pictures of them and everything, you do see planets.
Comet planets.
Yes.
It's like Catalina.
Well, Catalina is a comet planet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Catalina is a comet planet. I mean, Catalina is considered well, they're trying to say that Catalina 2012 is actually Ililan. We're talking about Ililan, you know, comet Ililan.
Okay.
And I was talking to one of my friends that's out there in UK. She helps me out a lot, and I was telling her that comet Ililan never died. It never died. No one seen it break apart. They said it broke apart in, I think, 2011, 12 or something like that, and it never came by or something. Nope. And you never seen it. I never seen it broke apart. Just like they said about Comet Ison, it dived into the sun. It never did. Comet Ison went through the back of the sun and it escaped. Comet Ison is back.
I believe that.
They just have
it. And I also believe is here. All these other comets. The comet system, solar system that's coming in.
Yeah,
you got Nemesis. You got Nemesis. You got Planet 9 system. And then you got the comet system.
Planet X. Yep. Yeah, I think you got the comet system, you got the debris tail, you got the OCG, you got all that. I think OCG is mainly more the comets. They just don't want to tell us that OCG is comets because it's a cluster group.
Yeah. Samuel Hoffman's OCG.
I don't believe in the OCG stuff, but yeah, you know. That confirms the objects. I do see a group of them. I'm thinking they're surrounded by the neutron star. These objects are drawn in towards the neutron star that's near our sun. My thoughts are because of the pull. Yep. That's my thinking. I really do. I think that. I think that. Because one object smooth. Changes color, and it has a center. And it has a core to it. The field around it of it, and the center core is the actual object of the neutron star. That's what I'm thinking. It's got a round center core. To it. And that's why I think it's a neutron star. The objects are drawn to it. And you wouldn't have all these objects drawn to it. Pull. That's true.
I think better get your crap pants on.
The way you said it, you better get your crap pants on. Yeah, they better, because they don't understand that when this thing hits, it's gonna hit. I'm keeping it clean. You know, when this thing hits, it's gonna hit. Yeah. It's gonna hit, and a lot of people don't realize when it hits, it's gonna hit hard.
Yeah, because we're going to be affected. Now, object at a time. In succession. Period. Here goes another one. We'll have sky watch. We'll have sky watch.
Instead of sky weather.
People be watching in the sky, seeing slow motion. It just appears. It just appears to the Doppler effect.
It's just so weird that me, you, everyone else around this whole world, we are capturing. Oh, someone is actually keeping an eye on me because they just took a snapshot. I seen that. You're gonna see that on the video. You'll see that on the recording. Wow, that's crazy. What was I saying?
Let's share some more pictures. Let's share some more pictures. They're mine and yours. Let's share some more pictures. Let's share some more pictures.
Let's see real quick. Let's see what I got right here so we could share.
Okay.
Let me see.
This thing is bigger than any one of us. Bigger than any one of us. Person's personal feelings towards another person, all that stuff. That comes and goes. We all have to work together. Tracy Caldwell, you gotta work. People. And if you don't, then you're just closing doors. Work together as a team. Personal. This is my personal thought. And pettiness between us, whatever. I'm talking about just her. I'm just her. The pettiness between anybody. Whether it be Samuel Hoffman, it's nonsense. There's a team. Got to work with planet chasers, regardless of their personal opinion. Maybe we can learn from another. They can learn from us. I'm sorry. It's just a flat, like a flat earth and a round earth. It's like the Chicago Cubs versus the White Sox, whatever. We all play ball. We all got to play ball together, and nicely.
Yeah. Have you seen this photograph right here?
Yep.
I mean, crop circles are. I was telling everybody the crop circles that we were all dead on the money. That all these crop circles that we were seeing, they were actually referring to Planet X. As you can see, this is Isis right here. That's what you can call her, Isis with her wings. And this is actually what they saw on Taurus. That's the reason why they carried that with their horns. That's the reason why they represents Taurus. These horns. But this is the object that was in Taurus that they saw coming in. And if you take a look at this. This is her wings, right? Spanning out exactly like this. And these are the horns. This is the object that's right here. And here's are the horns. Do you want me to tell you something? What's so weird about this? Do you want me to tell you what's so weird about these objects right here? About this one? Take a look at the wings. Mm-hmm. They represent the planets. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. Just exactly like I told you. 13 coming in.
Those are the objects that are around the big object.
The big object. Coming in as exactly as the way Ferrata and all them said. 13 coming in. But you got to consider this one right here as their sun. As a star.
System. Yes. It's just my thoughts.
My thoughts too. So what's your thoughts on all that?
Believe it. I already know. You believe this? I already know. You believe this? So 3,600 years, or 500 years, or 556 years, 156 years.
I think this object comes in more than 3. It comes in between 400 to 300. Let's give or take 350 to 400 years. That's my theory. The reason why I'm sticking to that theory is because if you go back and do all your history,
did I lose a signal? Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
You go back. Yeah, you still there? Can you hear me?
It froze. Can
you hear me?
There it goes. I see.
Can you hear me? Hello? Hey, Paul. Paul. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to have to cut this short. I'm going to cut this short right here, and I'll just upload this for you guys to see this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. Paul.
I'm still here.
Are you there? All right.
I'm still here.
I'm about to cut this short. Thinking that you weren't there, brother.
I'm moving around.
Okay. But okay. Yeah, let's go back. Let's see what else we have right here for us to see. I can't show you that. Oh yeah, this is what I was working on. I've been working on stuff like this. You see? It shows you the children of God. Tells you exactly what it is.
Okay. The Anunnakis.
Yeah,
The Anunnakis.
I've been working on stuff like this right now, so I could go ahead and go. You got to go back in the history, even though you don't want to. You don't want to, but you have to. See, like I was telling you, Isis and Horus, the thorns. Remember? Right there. Oh, have you seen? That's Sharon, her box right here. Someone gave me.
That's Sharon's picture. I think. Sharon's picture.
I think. Brother.
Yep.
I'm just being on the real.
And
have you seen this one right here? There's an object right here. Big old object.
Hey guys, take a look at that big object on the right hand side of it. That's the object I've been catching. That's the object I've been catching. Right there. On the right hand side, there, and the other one. Yeah, there it is. And there it is. That's it. Yeah, that corresponds. That corroborates the object I've been catching. The big huge object. Look how huge that is compared to the sun.
Oh yeah, you can see it way back here. You see it right there.
Yep. See how big that is? See how big that is?
Kind of like it's almost about the size of the sun. But you got to realize it's far away, close away. It's either close or far.
That's actual objects. Objects. That's not clouds. That's not clouds.
They send me a Sharon's because they're trying to get me to debunk her.
I see the shadow in the center, lower part. Yep.
I see a shadow right here too. Like it looks like it has wings. You see? Like
that's it. Yep, the shadows. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep, the shadows.
Like it has wings. Then you have this one right here.
Cloud chasers.
Then you have the shadow right here.
See chemtrails.
No, this is the main thing that I'm looking at right here at the bottom. This one right here.
Right there.
That's the main thing I'm looking at more.
I can't hear you, AJ.
I can't hear you now.
I can't hear you. There's a shadow. There's a shadow. There's a big old light beam too.
Can you hear me?
I've been catching that too before.
Can you hear me?
That's weird.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, that big shadow is a big planet. Big object. It's round. From the location where I've been catching it. Yep, same thing. Right there to the right.
See that one?
Green and blue one.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
That's weird. Hey, AJ, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
So you know. Oh, look at that big old object. Look at that portal. Look at that portal. Oh my God, there's plasma portal from the sun to that object. Starts out as white, and it's green. And there's an object behind that object. I see it. It's on the left-hand side. Over there. That's crazy. Yeah, there's a big object behind the sun.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Craziness.
Paul, can you hear me? Paul, can you hear me?
I don't know what happened to your sound. I lost your sound.
Hello, can you hear me?
So you know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Show them pictures.
Hello.
Why they ruin a picture? Put name name on it. Oh yeah, there. I see it on the right hand side. I see it on the right hand side of that picture. That's an aurora borealis. That's an aurora borealis. That's crazy there. That's crazy there.
That one.
I see that object. I see that object. It's like a halo. It's like a halo.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Paul? Paul? Paul, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Paul? Can you hear me, Paul? Can you hear me? Paul? Can you hear me, Paul? Paul?
I think we lost sound. I lost sound to you.
Hello?
To you. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can't hear you at all.
But let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, brother? Let me see. Hang out voice call. Let me see. Nope. I can't hear you at all, brother.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello? I can't hear you, brother.
I can't hear a word you're saying. I can't hear a word you're saying, AJ. Yeah.